It's year 13, summertime, and Kiri's got a message on his phone. It's his first ever girlfriend. Yeah, true love. She's messaged him something. I'm going to spend the day in Oxford because I've applied to their uni. Kiri's heart started racing. No, you applied to a uni outside of London, but I thought we were going to stay in London. We were dating, and I don't want to lose. My girlfriend at the time was a clever girl. And cut a long story short, obviously we stopped dating then, but she ended up at another good uni, we won't say obviously, but she went to Oxford and they gave her like a fucking, look at these nerds, fuck you all in Oxford anyway. They went to, she got like her own room and she had to like stay a day or two just to visit the uni. I don't know, these lot of posh weirdos. Oh, look at me, Oxford, fuck. Hey. Anyway, she's there, and before she told me, I was very scared. And I was scared because I was like, oh, long distance, how are you going to make it work? And it sounds so selfish and it's pathetic because, again, it's an opportunity. I'll never, ever do something like that. This fucking bitch boy, stupid. But, again, Kiri was like, oh, if she's in Oxford and I'm in London, then we're going to be further away from each other. Even though Oxford's not that far, but we're going to be further away from each other. How's it going to work? Whatever. She didn't really know, and a month or two later anyways, we end up breaking up, and she broke up with me. And come a bit closer, because this is where it gets deep. She broke up with me because I was never going to break up with her. I was never going to break up with her. Even though Kiri would vomit, yeah, be sick before seeing her, and have anxious, tummy turning, pressure, would hardly eat in front of her, would feel nervous on an edge, wouldn't feel present, wasn't even happy, was a young, stupid, fucking sensitive boy, didn't understand relationship dynamics, didn't understand nothing. This is how I looked at that time. Editors will put a sign around year 13. That little bitch boy had none of this. And no, had none of these good traits and possessed all these things. And he still wanted to be with her because he was simply, come a bit closer, scared to go through a breakup. He knew how much breakups could hurt. He knew how his life would be shattered, and he honestly believed, that stupid boy all those years ago believed there was no tomorrow. He believed that once he lost this girl, everything would crumble in his life. And you know what happened? She broke up with me, and part of that was true. When I try and think about the time when she broke up with me, it's kind of a blur. Maybe that links to trauma or whatever, but I know I was sad. I know I was down. I know I was vulnerable, but weeks went by and I picked up, and this is what happens after you leave someone closest to you. You understand, especially if you're young and at age and vulnerable like me, you understand that you can be okay and fulfilled by yourself, and you don't need another person to make you happy. It was very difficult for me. And there's nothing that's jumping out when I think about that time period, which is weird because I'm so connected with everything in my past, but there's nothing I've really thought about that's jumping out. I know it was difficult, I know I was upset, but I was scared to lose her. And I was scared to break up because the underlying reason was I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be lonely. Fast forwards to Kiri's second girlfriend. The first and second I don't really count. My third was my actual official girlfriend, I'll say. But the second girl I called my girlfriend. We dated for like 25 days. I asked her out in a pub. I didn't even go to fucking pubs. It was a complete embarrassment. She was drunk, and I'll never forget, we were at the front. I was like, so do you want to be my girl? I got her like some fucking toy or something, I gave her some rose. She's like, some Asian girl, fucking lost. Ooh, she moved back up north, and actually, YouTube editors will put that YouTube community post. That was her. So, yeah. I tried to mute her again, and she clocked who I was and snaked me. But anyways, there we are, and she's drunk or whatever. And Kiri knew this wasn't good, and the same thing happened. He was scared to break up with her. Fast forwards again, and Kiri's first official girlfriend, or third girl he called his girlfriend, and there were so many negatives. It was toxic, and he didn't even know it. Problem after problem, killing herself, trying to kill herself every day, jump in front of the train, emotionally drained. Oh, Kiri, I'm gonna take these tablets. Kiri, I'm gonna jump in the train, jump over the bridge. Kiri, ah! And he knew it was bad, but he still didn't break up with her. The biggest reason as to why these three girls, especially when I was younger, fucking 19 to 20-year-old boy, yeah. And then after that, when I hit 21, my brain started to switch on for the first time in my life, and again, I haven't looked back ever since. But the reason why I didn't break up with them was because I was scared. I was scared to be alone. And I was scared the breakup was gonna hurt me more than the suffering I was experiencing. Can you believe how fucking tapped that is, and how mental health bad? My mental health before was fucking shit. A nervous, anxious, fucking pathetic little boy, and I get you. Because I was there. It's so embarrassing for me. It's not embarrassing, laugh at me, but it's the truth. I was scared to experience the breakup like feeling and that down depression, that I stayed into things that weren't good for me. And I think so many people can relate and resonate to that. I would rather feel pain and suffering and know it's not good for me deep down than experience that breakup feeling, because it was too much for me to endure. I remember I'd have conversations with my sister. I just remember this time ago. I know she understands. I know she remembers. But I just say like, yeah, these girls and whatever. And I just, like, there was always not problems, but this was like, I was talking to some girl or some, like some fucking lost youth, man. I could never do something like that now, innit? But I was scared to experience that breakup and that low and that pain, because I was being weak. I was scared to experience pain and heartbreak because I was being weak. Instead of running away from the pain, when I ran into the pain, I became stronger, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. And again, I haven't looked back since. Things in life are very difficult, and it's very painful, and it makes you tummy turning sickness. But I'm telling you, when you can get through that, which you will, because the sun rises and the sun sets, and the sun rises and the sun sets, and if you don't know it, you're dead. So you will get through it. And when you do, the other side in the horizon is beautiful. What's that stupid quote? You gotta go back to go forwards, or you gotta kill somebody or gut yourself out, kill yourself before, and then reinvent yourself. I completely agree. And that was a needed experience in my journey to become the man I am today and the man I'm going to become. I couldn't imagine having that mindset this year, this age. This age I couldn't imagine, but I forget that people haven't experienced what I've experienced, and there are people my age or even worse who are still scared of pain and that heartbreak, when instead of running away with alcohol, drugs, OnlyFans, porn, you need to run into it. It's hard, and I'm here to help. Message me if you ever need anything. But I wish I heard this all those years ago. You have to run into the pain, not away from it. Thank you so much.